I would prefer you write 7 root 2 if you can. So again, inscribed angle, the vertice has to be on the circle. You could, I mean, some of you tried doing stuff like this. Maybe that's 45, but the problem is you then can't, how do you draw it makes it very hard to draw that 90-degree angle. Yeah. Next one. Chord. Yep. So we know that, what's that equal? 256. So therefore this is, so we'll call that angle alpha. Alpha is equal to what? 128. Okay, so that's equal to 128. So therefore this is equal to, beta is equal to 64. So therefore CEB, the arc length here, is going to be equal to what? 64 plus 52 plus 128 plus 52. And what's that come out to be? 196? 296. How many people agree with 296? What do you think? Is that good? We've done something similar to this before. We did it with 3D shapes, you know, circles inside, inscribed things. You did pretty well on that. Now, we've effectively filled in those distances. We've filled in those distances. To get that arc length, what angle are we really trying to get? We want angle what? Yeah, BOC or A over 6. BO. We like that angle. And what triangle do we really have here? We have this triangle that's 8 by 6 by 10, and I'm drawing that about as poorly as I possibly can. 8 by 6 by 10. Can you reduce those numbers a little bit? Yeah, divide them all by 2, and what do you get? 3, 4, 5. Which angle are we really looking for? We're looking for angle, this angle, right? Theta? Correct? Now here's the thing. We have not done trig, but you have all of the information you would need in order to find this angle if you used trig. The thing is, you will look at special right triangles, 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90. But on this one, does this have a nice, clean angle measure? No, it does not. The first thing I'm going to teach you, because we're not doing trig in this class, but the first thing I'm going to show you, if you have a right triangle, and you have theta right there, which is kind of what we have, right? We just flip it over. Tangent of theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. You'll do that many, many hundreds of times in your head over the next year. Meaning, in a right triangle, if I have 3 sides here, if this is the hypotenuse, which one do you think is the adjacent side, the bottom or the right-hand side? This is the adjacent, this is the opposite. Because that side is opposite the angle. This side is adjacent to the angle, and this is the hypotenuse. So if you want to do tangent of theta, so in this case, in that angle right there, which is the opposite side? 3. And what's the adjacent side? 4. On your calculator, if you actually want to find this angle measure, everybody take out their calculators. Make sure your mode is in degrees. So click mode and make sure you're in degrees, and then do this. Tan inverse of 3/4. If you want to find out what the exact angle measure is.